Our story's interesting, wouldn't you?
Not really.
In the hot tub overlooking London and going to the Shard and everything
Looking like a Conservative member. 2 kids in the hot tub.
So, friends that you
Going in with a black light.
They're not really low.
No, because of it'd be too high.
It actually picks up the top.
I think it's because it's that top of the three ones.
It picks up the top of the machines.
Yeah.
Oh, it just feels like it's like all the way down here and see your leg here. Okay.
So.
Right, so they're both fine. So I press that button.
Yeah, is it on the record button?
Yeah. Video. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got a sofa now in my unit. Or not unit.
I know, I
need a desk. I need a desk.
I built one. How big do you want one?
A desk?
Yeah. Why? How big do you want the desk?
I don't know. I haven't really thought that through yet.
Just get a bit of worktop.
No, I was just going to get one for free off Facebook Marketplace.
But you've got a bit more
Just a scavenger at the moment.
Yeah, so he can put extra fuel in his Lamborghini.
Do you know what? I'm down to I've done a quarter of a tank and I filled it up last night before I went Yardley. And now I've got a quarter of a tank.
What, in the Lambo?
Yeah. Fill up full.
Yeah, but seeing how he just drove the Aston Martin, I think he just used half a fucking tank of my fuel.
Do you know what? Yours starting sounds the best, but revving...
No, in the tunnel, it didn't sound... I couldn't even hear mine over yours.
No, and I think mine sounds better revving, yours sounds better starting.
Yeah, I didn't think I could hear it.
Actually.
Do you realise I was 52 years old before I drove an Aston? I think I was mid-40s, or no, early 40s before I did one of them car days on a Lamborghini. And you two are 24 and 25. And it's just like...
Yeah, but did you drive the Aston or did I drive? You drove the Aston when you were...
That's true.
You drove the Aston, wasn't it? You done Aston, Ferrari and Lambo.
Yes, I did.
I done GTR.
GTR, yeah.
Lambo and Audi R8.
Audi R8.
Did you not do the R8?
No.
You done the Aston, didn't you?
I did.
You both did a Lambo, didn't you?
We both done
one car you both did.
That's right.
If you remember, we drove all the way up there. I don't know what you were, 12, 14, I know you were a teenager.
14, because that's when we went to...
Then we literally finished there,
yeah,
went down to Matt's and had our night out at the Shard, and it was just a day of showing you what you could achieve if you graft, and this is what millionaire Matt's in the hot tub overlooking London and going to the Shard and everything
looking like a Conservative member. 2 kids in the hot tub.
Do you know what? I don't like putting those pictures up now.
No, it looks proper dodgy, doesn't it?
Well, to be honest, just to be an MP now, you've got it.
You touch me here.
Oh dear. It's probably good that he sold that penthouse, isn't it?
Yeah.
They can't get any DNA evidence. Right,
yeah, so friends that you
going in with a black light.
Right, so just moving on from that. So the idea is, the YouTube channel, we always set out with the idea being that you two could tell your story to hopefully inspire other youngsters who've not been funny. We're not a fan of schools and colleges, and especially now universities, where you end up with a bloody great debt for the rest of your life. How does that work? Rather than just going out grafting and learning by your mistakes. So
Our story's interesting, wouldn't you?
Not really.
no, it might not be.
It's a lot of hard work, arguing, jokes, and that's about it.
But we have fun, don't we? And at the same time...
One word for it.
Yeah, right. So the idea of this, as we've always said, is just to tell your story of how you've built up to where you are.
I think what the nicest thing will be is the fact you forget a lot.
Yeah.
And then when you start talking, you then remember things from back then.
Yeah.
There's so many things where you actually forget you've done, and then when you're talking, it just jogs your memory. Oh, actually, I did that back then, and I did this, and that's probably what's going to be more nice about it, isn't it?
Yeah. I did it when I did my book, so as an audio book. I look forward to it because you'd go through things. I'd make notes of what I wanted to cover.
I got all that evidence coming our way. Well, thank you for doing this for us. It saved us countless hours of work.
So I thought we'd just start off with growing up. good, bad, and indifferent. Obviously, I know I've brought you up. I wouldn't say in a strict way, but certainly very motivated, goal orientated to make every day count and everything else. But there'll be things, no doubt, that perhaps I've got wrong. There's no rule book for being a parent.
Well, just to clarify to everyone that
Borderline.
all the all the free viewers that are going to watch this, if we go on sort of back then, and even still, is Owen is the actual business brains of it. I wasn't really interested in that when I was younger. I wanted to be a cowboy. I wanted to be Walker, Texas Ranger.
You went through loads of different things.
I wanted to be Spider-Man. I wanted to be an Ninja Turtle.
Is that the machine behind you, the Spider-Man?
Batman. I feel like Batman now. I've got my new Batmobile. But
And how did you go around Tesco's as a kid?
You wanted to be a Texas Ranger?
I said that, yeah. I want to be Cordell Walker.
Ninja Turtle?
It's true. Ninja Turtle, yeah. Leonardo.
Yeah.
But really, so it all started really with you, Owen. You're the one that was, although, we dabbled in, obviously we had our little coffee and car wash.
That was probably the first thing we done.
And what age was that?
I think you were
First
still
business?
at primary school.
I think that was 7. I think I would have been about
I think you were 8, I was 7,
and
yeah,
you
something
were,
like that.
or we might have both been 7.
Yeah.
You know, crossed over.
It was
that age. So
yeah.
it's probably about 2007, I'd say that was.
No, it was a little after.
2006.
No, because Dad, when did you move to the unit?
2008 it was.
Yeah,
was
it's got to
it?
be 2008.
Bloody
2008, 2009, to be fair.
And that was the first business I remember. I mean, obviously Owen was always conning me into something, going to get chickens, sell eggs, but that was the first
Similar
business.
age, I think. I think that was all the similar age.
Wasn't it Marcus you scammed the most?
Yeah, scammed him out of
Always selling all your old toys. Yeah, Superman cape, I think you sold him. And how much did you charge him for postage and packaging?
£2.50 or something like that, 50p out of
50p for postage and packaging. All you did was fold it up and hand it to him.
Well, you got to read small print, haven't you? That's the one.
People pay extra for that stuff now.
And as I said, from my point of view, there's some of my happiest memories of sitting in my office, seeing Owen arguing with a 6'4", 30-stone Marcus, our sales guy, over how much he was charging for all this crap he was finding upstairs.
I mean, that's sort of what happens because, when we were... Do you remember being forgotten to be picked up at school?
I'm pretty sure so.
We were always forgotten about, weren't we? We'd get dropped off in the village.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah,
we'd end up walking back half the time.
Yeah. Or when we used to have to get the bus and your mum was meant to pick us up from Castleford.
Pick us up from Castleford and we'd end up walking down the verge, wouldn't we?
So I had to take a crap in a bush. I'm pretty sure it's still there.
Yeah.
So
2 hours we were standing around Castleford.
So we would end up rather bored and waiting around for Mum and Dad to finish work. So we'd end up doing all kinds of different things to try and keep ourselves entertained, wouldn't we?
Yeah, always.
And one of those was
we had
selling
coffee
things.
and car
So
wash.
coffee and car wash. That was the first thing. That was and then
That was in the summer holidays, wasn't it?
Yeah, basically
Summer
people
holidays thing. So
come in, we'd wash their car. They'd have a coffee, probably chat to you, and then and we'd wash and hoover their car. So that was the first proper little business I'd say we both did.
Yeah.
Then you
do you remember where we went? We actually went. Do you remember where we went to get all of the
I actually don't.
equipment? So we went to, do you remember 2 doors up from where we just went for breakfast? Tea and toast. We went, there's a little hardware store,
You used to have the
isn't
road
there?
control cars and stuff.
Yeah, and we went, and they used to have they used to have car cleaning stuff and stuff like that, and that's where we went. We went and got loads of sponges and stuff
You
like that.
sound like it wasn't motorist centre, but it was that type.
Yeah, like a little.
It's literally next to
that was
the
Little independent, wasn't it? Yeah.
In Wolverton, 2 doors away from what was the burger bar.
You're right, yeah. Because we used to always go to the burger bar.
Yeah, and we would have probably went there first.
Yeah.
And then we went there and we got the sponges and some buckets and cleaning stuff.
Had your float.
And I remember, I'm sure in Mum's office there's still what's left of the profits.
Oh, is
I'm
it?
sure, and it's all in obviously old cash.
pounds, coins and stuff, yeah.
And HMRC will watch yourself come through. Oh, I want 20% of that. I think is what's in there. And we think we started. We must have had, I don't know, 20, 30 quid to start with. And then we went out, bought everything that we needed and whatever. I think we had a jet wash. I think we nicked Dad's jet wash, didn't we? But we went and bought sponges and everything like that. then free coffee, car wash. I think we were only charging like £5.
£5 it was.
£5 for the outside, £10 all in. I think maybe something like that.
I think that was about right.
We had quite a few customers turn up. There was always some nice people with Jen and Scott. And
we done flyers around the business park, didn't we?
Yeah, knocked on the doors, did it on Facebook.
We had a little sign, which was attached to the pallet.
There is a picture of it.
That's why it always
I'll have to try and find that.
So what was your next business after that? Was it then?
Well, I didn't really, I wasn't really, Owen was Del Boy. Growing up, Owen was always the Del Boy, always buying and selling things. I wasn't really that interested in it. I say, to give myself benefit of doubt, I think I've always been a hard worker.
Yeah.
But not to Owen's level on that side. And so you go and explain your first proper business, because I'd say it's a school one.
So it's a very common story, isn't it? Among entrepreneurs is selling sweets at school. I think that's where most people start. We started selling sweets at school. I don't know, I've told this story loads of times. Started selling sweets at school, just did normal chocolate bars, energy drinks, that kind of thing. And then carried on doing that. Done all right at that. Buying everything from Poundland, B&M and stuff like that, which is ironically where Matt obviously was then selling all of his stuff. Sold those, nice profit margins. I ended up having two of my friends work for me, so I'd turn up, give them a bag of stock each, and they'd go out and do it, bring the money back and whatever.
You'd give them a wallet with all their change and
have a wallet each, and they come back with a full wallet and an empty bag of like your PE kit bags. Right? So they'd each get a PE kit full of stock and a wallet, and then they'd come back, bring back the wallet and the money. And
did you do bonuses if they hit target?
If they sold out all week, they got a bonus. And try and get them, because otherwise they'd spend their lunchtimes chatting, and we didn't have time for that, did we? You only got 15 minutes, sell all your stock. So that was the first one, until eventually that was that. I couldn't sell any stock anymore. The teachers knew that
watching,
I was being watched. So
I remember, if you remember, I remember you running up to me in the canteen in school, chucked me your bag and said, "They're looking for it. Can you take it?" And I'd say, "Take all your stuff."
So you were like a legal drug dealer.
It was contraband, unfortunately, which is funny because they obviously had the vending machines in the PE block,
which you weren't technically
allowed to use. If you got caught using them, they'd have a little hissy fit. But everyone was using them.
We all used them.
Yeah. So and I think I was saving lives, because that stopped me selling stock, saved children running across that road to the garage.
Yeah, but you just increased diabetes.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Look, it's supply and demand, isn't it? So,
and again, one of my frustrations, as you know, I'm not a lover of schools, neither are you two, but it's the fact that what they should have done is taken you aside, say, look, you've got some real talent here. You've got something about you for a business, and nurture you. Instead, from what I remember, did it become a battle between you and the teachers, where they constantly tried to catch you out?
Oh yeah, they were constantly trying to catch me out, which is why that's why I employed two of my friends to do it for me, because then I could get in. We'd get the public bus into school,
and give it to them at the back. Yeah.
We'd get in at 7:30, so that there'd always be a teacher on the gate from 8, so we'd get in at 7:30.
And not only that, you give them it all before you got to school.
Get in, give them the bags and whatever, and then they'd be watching me all lunchtime, following me round. And
so you end up becoming like the decoy.
Yeah.
An Escobar.
So so basically, you were like Smokey and the Bandit. So you were what, the Bandit? Was it be, or where you were the?
I'd be Smokey.
You'd be Smokey.
Is that right? No.
So you were drawing their attention.
Bandit was the car. Bandit was the car.
Yeah.
He was the decoy.
You were the Bandit, and then they were Snowman.
Yeah, so they were trying to move all the stuff around.
Yeah, Smokey is the police, I think.
Yeah.
So that was I'd say your first proper dabble in the business sort of. Well, then didn't you buy and sell things on eBay?
I was about to say that. Yeah, buying and selling things on eBay, which was just old crap on it. We had, and we'd get given or anything I could find.
And what's your eBay name?
Palms Independent Traders.
I've forgotten the eBay.
Yeah. Still going, I think.
Yeah.
Still got that. Yeah.